I am back in Saltburn by the sea. I'm in the Asda car park. It's blowing a gale. I have never known wind last so long, and I know a few of you have commented about it. I mean, when's it going to stop? It's ruining my vlogs, but it is what it is. Now I'm heading down to Whitby, and the vlog after this is going to be the Whitby vlog, and I'm really looking forward to that because I've done quite a bit of research. I do love Whitby. I love it this time of year especially. I'm not such a big fan of it in the summer. It's too busy. So, but what I'm going to do on the way down is Runswick Bay, and then just before Whitby you've got Sandsend. Two absolutely beautiful places. Not much there at all, but you know, I'm doing all these places, so I want to take you for a look. So it's just going to be a bit of a little filler vlog. I don't know what's going to go on. We'll go and have a look at Runswick Bay now, then we'll go to Sandsend, and if I don't get much footage we might go and get something to eat, or I don't know, I'll go and find my park up. I've got a good park up in Whitby if I can get in it, so I'll show you that. Alright, so let's head to Runswick Bay now. I'm at the top of the hill and I'm not sure how far down it goes, but I come round this corner in the van, and then when I saw how steep this hill was I thought I'm not risking this. But look at that. I'm not looking forward to walking back up here. The weather can't make its mind up today. It's all over the place. I bet just 10 minutes ago it was really overcast and it started raining, and now it's cleared up again. It's bizarre. And I fetched my rucksack because I'm toying with the idea that down here it could be a lot more sheltered, so I could send the drone up. I hope so. Let's go and have a look. It's better to have it even if I don't use it. Wow, just look at this, how beautiful. That drone's definitely getting sent up, I don't care. It's not that windy down here. I just realised I'm walking down here with a massive smile on my face. Does it get any better than this? The Yorkshire Coast. This really has to be up there with one of the best walks. It's wonderful. The dogs are barking away. They're happier than anybody.
I love it, you know, when you see a dog running down to sea, right excited. It's absolutely perfect conditions. Down here, there's not much wind at all, and now it's sunny. Doesn't get any better. People are coming for a walk with their Christmas hats on. Up the top there, you've got the Royal Hotel, which is, I think that's got a bar in it. Look at that white cottage there. Could you imagine living in that? The Lifeboat house in the background there has reminded me of a story I wanted to tell you. So it's beautiful today and the sea is so calm and relaxing. As my dad would say, it's like a mill pond. But on April the 12th, 1901, that wasn't the case. And there was a violent storm coming in. The thing is, all the men of the village, all the fishermen, they were out at sea and they got in some real difficulties. And what made this extraordinary was that their wives, the women that were left behind, they decided to stage a daring rescue mission, and they launched the lifeboat themselves with no experience. They went out and they rescued their loved ones from the sea. I think that's a wonderful story and just shows the courage. They must have been terrified. You know, imagine now a violent storm and then somebody saying to me and my mates, you've got to get lifeboat out and go out to sea. I've not had any training. I don't know what to do. I'd be so scared, but these women, I guess, when you're rescuing your loved one, they got the courage. Oh, a dog's coming to say hello. Oh. That is one happy dog. The sea sort of draws you in, doesn't it? But it's a powerful and dangerous place, especially around Runswick Bay hundreds of years ago, because there was a local superstition which said if you rescue a drowning man, that is considered bad luck. So they'd just leave him. I assume they must have. That's unreal, isn't it? So there's some steps here and I'm going to walk up there and have a look at that cottage. I don't really want to get much closer because there's somebody in the garden. But yeah, that's a beautiful cottage. That has seen some history. I don't know why I didn't come down in my van. I'm dreading walking up this hill. I'm gonna have to rest. I just thought it looked so steep when I went in van and I thought everything's gonna go flying all over the place. But I know now. So I'm out of breath already. You should come here. But I tell you what, I won't come in summer. I won't come on a warm sunny day because you ain't going to get anywhere near the front. This is a killer. I thought the stage road was bad. I thought that'd be a good shot. Not thinking I'd have to come back for the camera. But there's a bench here. It's all wet. I'll just stand. I'm not that unfit, but this is super steep and it goes on forever. Oh God, let's do it. So while the weather's like this, I want to get to Sandsend because it can change almost instantly. And they have forecast some rain for later on. Right, we have made it to Sandsend. Sandsend is lovely. Again, there's not much here, but the beach is gorgeous. In the summer anyway. Well, it's gorgeous today, isn't it? But if you look off in the distance, you can see Whitby Harbour and the Whitby Abbey. So I'm going to have a lovely leisurely stroll on the beach. I don't know if there's a coffee shop. I think there's a pub round the corner, and I might go there for a drink. Now, it's controversial for motorhomers. I used to be able to get in that car park, but there's a height barrier. That was one of the advantages of the little van. But the main road at the top where I've parked is the A174. And like they've done at Scarborough, they've banned overnight motorhomes. You know, it's an issue, isn't it? And it were probably getting out of hand. I've never stayed here, to be honest, so I don't know what it's like. I stayed at Scarborough all the time, and that upset me a bit, the Scarborough one, because it was sort of out of the way. There's no businesses that were getting spoilt by that. But here, there's businesses, a few businesses, and there's houses and things, so I can understand it. So there's less and less places for us to park now with motorhomes. Do you know what? Looking at it now, off in the distance, I think it's up there where they used to park. And yeah, I remember, because I have parked there myself. I'm right at the other end here. Over the backs somewhere, there's some really upmarket hotels. And there's actually a hunting sort of lodge. And when Madonna was married to Guy Ritchie, they used to come hunting here. And I think one of the hotels, I might be wrong with this, it was owned by some Arab billionaire. Really fancy, like, health spa. I don't know if that, I mean, it'll still be there, but I don't know if it's owned by the same people. And there's some woman that were on that Love Island, and her fiance, oh, I'm stuck here. This woman were on, oh, bloody hell, getting wet through here. This woman were on Love Island, and her fiance owns a big posh hotel, and they're going to be building some massive houses starting at £1 million apparently. And it's like we said when I went to Staithes, and it's probably the same with Runswick Bay. If I'm sounding distracted, it's because I'm trapped. Am I going to risk that? This is where I make a complete arse of myself, isn't it? You ready? It's difficult when you're holding a camera. Hey! Oh. I've got to get up there now. Oh dear me. Seemed like a good idea. It's all a bit green and slimy. It's all that sewage, isn't it? It's not, I don't think it's a bad beach, this one. I'm hoping to find a nice coffee shop. Oh, I think there's a pub round this corner. There's a coffee shop up there, but there's a pub. It's flooding, beach is flooding. Oh, look at that stone there. That's interesting. I want to go and look at that. I can't get to it. Can you see it? That sort of round stone. It looks like a well. Now, when we normally come to Whitby, if we're feeling that way out, we'll walk it all the way from Whitby right down to here. Walk it on the beach. Thing is, when you're with kids, they never want to do it, do they? They want to go on beach, but they don't want to walk. Right, what we got up here? Yeah, I think I'll do a coffee actually. Yeah, so as I said, there's not much here. There's not much to show you, really. It's a lovely place in summer on beach. It's good for paddling, it's good for walking and bringing kids and everything. But other than that, there's a pub there called the Heart Inn. Nice pub. I've had a Sunday dinner in there. Very nice. Yeah, it will have been in there where I had my Sunday lunch, and it was really nice. It won't have been that place. That's too posh. That's got 2 AA rosettes. We'll go and have a look at the menu and see if we can afford anything. I don't know what it's called. Is it part of the Heart Inn? There's no sign. I just asked a lady. It's called the Estbeck restaurant, and you can see underneath where it says no vacancies in a very crappy font. Oh, it says it up there, look, Estbeck House. They probably don't need to advertise. But let's have a look at the sample menu. So, them's your starters. Can you see? It's a bit reflecting on glass. So for a main course, you're looking about 30 quid. Lobster's 52 quid. So your starters are going to be 15 quid. So you're looking at about 100 quid a head for a meal. Not cheap, is it? But it's not as expensive as I thought it would be. Some lovely cottages here. I like that blue one there, just tucked away. Now if you walk up there, or it might be up that one, I don't know, for about 2 miles, there's a castle, an ancient, there's an ancient castle, and part of it dates back to the 6th century, and the rest of it's Norman. Fish and chip shop. Oh, I'm not going to do it. It's the seafood kitchen. Yeah, Mulgrave Woods, it's up there, so you can walk all the way up to the castle. 2 miles, I ain't doing that today. I walked up that steep road. And then we've got this. What's this little gift shop here? Wild Heart. Let's go and have a look in here. So that was Wild Heart. A lovely little shop. Got some really nice quirky stuff in there. And then there's another one here. I like that. Bertie's. What sort of stuff do they do? These are ganses, are they?
Yes, these are ganses.
And what's a gansey again? It's like
A gansey is a traditional fisherman's jumper.
right. Okay.
So we have revived 3 of the traditional patterns:
Right.
the Robin's Bay gansey, the Whitby gansey, and the Staines gansey.
Wow. So it's a bit like, is it like tartan? How they have different patterns?
So the major fishing villages and towns along the coast
Right.
had a unique pattern,
Okay.
so that the bodies of the fishermen could be identified
Oh
and
gosh,
returned to their loved ones if they were found at sea.
that's macabre, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So which one is your most popular, would you say?
I would probably say the Robin Hood's Bay pattern we sell most of. I'll show you in the mustard because it's really striking.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's a
Really
lovely
different
colour.
colours. But you've got here, this motif is the cable, and it represents the fisherman's rope.
Right.
And then you've also got this moss stitch here to represent the sea spray. And the Robin Hood's Bay gansey has got a plain sleeve. And there's a gusset here, which is knitted under the armpit, some extra wool.
Yeah.
And it gives the wearer some extra movement because the sleeves were knitted shorter.
Right.
And as it was a working jumper, the fisherman didn't want to get the hooks caught in. because they could get pulled overboard.
Yeah, you don't know.
And when we first revived them, we did knit the sleeves shorter, like they were traditionally, but we had to increase the sleeve length because we were finding people didn't love having the short sleeve as they weren't fishermen.
There's not many fishermen buying them, I guess. It's a fashion thing.
Yeah, it's more fisherman fashion. We have had people that do go out on boats and do fishing. One of our employees goes fishing.
Really?
His Gansey. Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous.
So they're knitted with 100% British oiled wool.
Yeah.
So the lanolin is the oil in the wool, so it gives it water repellent, stops it itching and bobbling. So you've got the cable again for the fisherman's rope, moss stitch for the sea spray, and then this ladder represents your 199 steps to Whitby Abbey.
Wow.
And you can see triangles here, so they represent a traditional Scottish flag because you had Scottish settlers that came to Whitby and they fished for herring.
All right.
And you've also got some of the motifs on the sleeve.
Yeah.
And you've got this plain section at the bottom. As I said, it was a working jumper, so it would get snagged quite easily. And with this area here, would get worn a lot.
Yeah.
So it was easier to repair if it was plain rather than the intricate motifs.
That was good in there. And you learn something every day, don't you? I was chatting to Holly, so that business, Bertie's, is Holly and Matthew's business. I think they're partners. And I didn't even know what a Gansey was. I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a Philistine. But I'd have just called it a fisherman's jumper. But to think that they had different patterns so they could identify the bodies of fishermen, that is so macabre, isn't it? It's getting darker now, it's clouding over. I think we might see some rain. As we'll look over there towards Whitby. And that's where I'm heading now. I've got a good park up in Whitby because I need to edit this video. I'm going to have my tea. It's a pub park up. I'm going to have my tea in the pub. Hopefully, I've stayed there before on his other Whitby video we did well over a year ago now. Me and Hallie Bobs, we stayed there. I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to look it up online. But it's one of them, as long as you're having food, you're welcome to stay, and it's just a short walk. This time of year I should get in, although there's going to be lots of Christmas dinners and stuff, isn't there? Who knows? I can't even remember what type of food it is. So I'm going to cross over now. These are all holiday homes, aren't they? And they look like flood defences. They will be, won't they? So the tide must get pretty high. Can you hear me? I've remembered the name of the pub park up in Whitby. It's called the Penny Hedge. It's a good park up. So I'm going to share that with you, but don't tell anybody. All right, I'm going to drive there now. You have to go a bit round Sticks. It's about 4 miles, even though Whitby's just there, but you've got to go round. So we'll go there and hopefully get parked in the car park. Oh, look what they've got. I'll have to try that later. Oh. Right, it's a couple of hours later now, so I've been in that pub. Things have changed now. I think it might have been like this last time, but you have to pay. It's £15 a night, but you get 20% off in the pub. So I've just had a pint of that Hawkstone, you know, that Jeremy Clarkson beer, which is quite nice, and I've had some sea bass because I'm very healthy. And yeah, 20% off that. So £15 a night, but that does go to charity. They have a charity collection thing and the money goes in there. So I'm not complaining at that. You know, it's just a short walk into Whitby. You need to book it, ideally. If you come here in the summer, you'll probably not get in. But it's winter now, isn't it? Anyway, that is today's vlog. I've enjoyed it. Runswick Bay, absolutely stunning. Sandsend, you know, there's not much there, but I enjoyed going in them little shops and stuff. And tomorrow's going to be my Whitby vlog. So, yeah, I need to edit the one I've just done today. So I'm going to chill here, nice cup of tea, do some editing, and then we'll get the Whitby one filmed tomorrow. I need to do a little bit more research before I go filming. So, yeah, thanks for watching this. Hope you've enjoyed it. A lot of people are saying in the comments where you're going on this sort of tour, and I'm just basically working all the way down the coast, the Yorkshire coast, and I'm going to end up at Spurn Point. So yeah, I've got Robin Hood's Bay, that's coming up. I absolutely love Robin Hood's Bay, it's one of my favourite places. I've got Filey, I've got Bridlington, I've got Scarborough, Hornsey and Withensea, all them places. So although we're getting close to Christmas now, it's just a few days off. I'll be going back to Sheffield to be with my sister and my mum and my dad and my daughter and everybody over Christmas. And then coming back out to continue the vlogs. And I really hope I can get Helen on one of them. She has been so busy, bless her. You know, there's no stop for her work. I mean, people don't stop having babies, do they, at this time of year? So she's pulled out with it. And of course, she's got Christmas and she's got her 2 kids. So she's trying to do all the Christmas shopping and getting everything ready, getting all the food and everything. So it's quite tough. And I'm here gallivanting off around Seaside. Feel a bit bad. So, I don't. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. All right. Silly.